Here's the thing about MDMA or any kind of psychedelic therapy is that MDMA doesn't heal. You heal. And whatever it is that you're wanting to work through or overcome in your life, ultimately it's going to be something that you do and something that you're willing to do. And I think that's the biggest thing is, you don't take these things and all of a sudden it's like life's amazing. It's not how it works. It it takes the individual being ready, and if you're ready, then you will be willing to look at the hard things. You'll be willing to go into things, and that's what it takes to heal. Emotional, mental health, right? I mean, it's all connected. Physical healing. It's you choosing to go into those experiences again and choosing to really look at them and have some honesty about them. And if you want to go the route of MDMA, since that's this title of this video, it can really help you with that. It really helped me with a lot of stuff. And if you've never done it before, let me tell you a little bit about it. MDMA is not psychedelic. It's not something that's gonna make you trip, make you like think differently, or make you be differently or see differently. If anything, it's actually bringing you deeper into your honesty and your truth. And if you're doing it the right way, and I'll talk about that later. But yeah, it's like taking a step back, taking a different perspective on your life, on everything that you've gone through, that you're going through, and looking at it. It's almost like you're another person looking at it, and that can be really useful. And that's, there's the research showing that it's helping people with PTSD, and I get that, because you can go through things in your life without it being personal. It's impersonal. You're out of your like normal waking consciousness. So, and you're into like a deeper consciousness, a deeper awareness. So like, let's say you're trying to process some hard trauma. It's like you can look at that thing, and it doesn't necessarily like hurt so bad. It might, don't get me wrong, like you're gonna process a lot. You might cry a lot. You might go through some really hard stuff. That's healing. But it's impersonal. It's not the way that you feel it right now. It's you seeing it from a different perspective. And that perspective that you're seeing it from is incredibly useful, right? Because you get to see all parts of the circumstance and not just the pathway that your brain's created. And that's the thing, is our brain's created this one deep rivet when we have these things. And when you can get some separation from that and see all the different angles and see all the different reasons why that might have affected you, why it has an impact on your life, and also how you could move through it and do differently, right? So MDMA has a huge potential to be of aid to us. And just on a personal level, like, man, I owe a lot to MDMA, like a lot of my growth and healing. It helped me work through some like really, just like a lot of fear. It helped me work through a lot of fear, a lot of things that I like, just that had me stuck my whole life. And yeah, it just helped me like break through all that and challenge all of that and be like, why am I doing this? Why am I afraid of these things? And yeah, that's a point on psychedelics in general, is that they give you an opportunity to get a wide perspective and a wide scope. It, our brain's really good at just like picking one way of believing things or having ideas or memories, and then just sticking with that, right? It's like that's all there is. But it's not. It's not. There's so much more. So many more ways of seeing it. There's so many more perspectives, and that's how some of our greatest like weaknesses and pains can actually become our strengths, because we see the ways that we cause those weaknesses, um, or just or just kept ourselves there, right? If we experience something really hard that wasn't our fault, but we keep ourselves there, right? These pathways in our brain. So psychedelics help you like get a really wide perspective and um, just see things in a new way. It's so helpful. And so I said I was going to talk about good ways to do it. Now, let's say you've never done MDMA before, but you're curious. Here's what I think. I mean, first off, none of this is a recommendation. I don't recommend you do any of this. Um, my place in this is to give people the space to understand what this stuff is about, and to get some information and have a little bit of a guide, right? But my place is not to be convincing people to do things. So that's up to you. If you want to try any of this stuff, when you're ready, right? When you're ready. So anyways, if you're gonna go into this, the way that I would recommend, I'm trying to avoid the word recommend, the way I would do it is be with someone or people who really know what they're doing, who have a lot of experience. It's going to be really helpful to be around them, and make sure that they are people that understand healing processes, not just like friends who've done a bunch of MDMA. I have plenty of those friends, and not all of them are people I would trust to do some deep healing work with. So make sure they have those two things. They have the ability to hold deep space, and that they have a lot of experience. And this could be a guide, this could be a friend, this could be a therapist, it could be someone who works with plant medicines. It doesn't have to be like an official thing, and that might be controversial, but that's just how it is. Like, these medicines are for us. They work with us. But it's important that we're doing it safely. And you need a good container. You need a good space, right? You need good and pure intentions. It's super important to just come in a good way. And you're going to get a lot from it. Now, I personally have done it in many ways. I've done it in recreational settings too, and people in my world will talk down on that. But I've actually honestly gained like a lot of benefit from recreational settings, like being around music and friends, like people I love. And to be honest, those are some of the most powerful experiences, when you're just with people you love. And if everyone's willing to open, then you can go to some really deep spaces. And deep spaces you can't get to on your own. That's why I'm a proponent of it. But I'm not a proponent of recreational use to get high. And like I said, I see it. I see it all the time. And it seems like, well, what's the difference? There's a big difference. There's a big difference. And it's your intention. That's the difference. What are you doing it for? And that's the approach with like any of these medicines, psychedelics. It's all about what you're trying to commune with, right? What you're trying to bring in your life. If you have good, pure intentions, it's gonna go good. If you have any questions, if you want to talk about this, I don't have a way to reach me yet for this channel, but just leave a comment and we can chat somehow. Okay. Thanks for watching. I just went through a storm here, and now the sun's poking out again. It's pretty sweet. All right, peace.